Hello, we're out for a jaunt in the ice. And I mean, our lane is primarily where the ice is at. It's so annoying. I'm so done with the ice. Earlier, I was able to take my nail polish off and shape my nails and start the nail polishing process. This is how far I got. There's one hand, and there's the color I'm doing. And I don't know if you can see that, but the light that I have, half of the light bulbs are out in the UV light. And so they don't cure my thumbs well. And if I get in too big of a hurry, it messes up. So I've got a messed up thumb. So I'm going to be more careful with this one. I don't know if I'm going to redo the other one or just call it good. I'll probably just call it good. Because I don't have time for that. If you don't look too close, it's fine. We're to the point that we're better, but still a lot of things just don't sound good, you know? I've been craving a chicken sandwich for a couple of days, and I just hope that it's as good as it sounds. You know what I mean? I'm not sure. I'm not confident. My husband said that soup was the only thing that sounded good to him, which I think soup is the only thing that's been sounding good to him for some time, so I don't know. He said, if you can think of anywhere with a good soup. Not really. Not as far as like fast food goes. I said, well, one restaurant that we have, and I think if I said it, it would probably give away closer to my location, so I'm not going to say it, but I'm like, I think they have like a broccoli cheddar soup. And he's like, no, I don't want that. And we have soup at home, you know, but this, I said, I'm only going through a drive-through. I'm not, I'm not risking anything, giving anything to anyone or, whatever. And everything's very sanitized. Don't worry. I don't know. In one way, I guess I just needed to get out, which I really haven't felt that way for a little while. But in one way, I kind of just needed to get out. And in another way, I'm like, I just don't want anything that's at our house, which, what a privileged thing to say, I think I'm just going to go to McDonald's and get a McChicken. That way it's cheap. And it's a chicken sandwich. So that's where we're going. I have my littlest with me. She also wanted to go for a ride. Now, she's 2.5. She's really mad now about being rear facing. She's really mad about it. And I know my husband would like to turn her around. I know that's a really controversial topic. Some people are adamant that she should be turned around already. Some people are adamant that she should not be turned around at all at this point. And I would rather not turn her around. I will say I was just in a really icy driveway that's basically almost a skating rink, which temperatures got a little higher today, so that's cool. And some things melted off a little better, not all the way. But it's just going to refreeze again. Great. But anyway, so I was trying to, because I'm not in a rush tonight. Whenever I have somewhere that I have to be at a certain time, it's different. But tonight I'm not in a rush, so I was reasoning with her. I thought you said you wanted to go for a ride. If you want to go for a ride, this is how you do that. You have to sit in the seat. But even just trying to finagle her into the car seat, standing in the icy driveway, a little sketchy. But anyway, she's rear facing. She's just mad about it. But we're out for a little drive. Get out of the house. I think it's good for both of us. It's just a drive. We're not going to go to church in the morning. Again, another controversial topic. I know. I'm really hoping that I can take my older daughter to school on Monday. Ironically enough, we go to church at the same place she goes to school, so that could raise an eyebrow for some people. I'm just trying to give it time and be considerate. And she crosses everything off the list in terms of her ability by going off of their policy is what I'm saying. She clears everything to be able to go to school on Monday. She could go to school tomorrow. She could go, But as I said, I've brought up the rear of the sickness. I'm clearly no longer sick at this point. I don't feel like I'm 100% well if I'm looking in my house and I feel like my stomach turns at looking at some of my food. That's how I feel about it. So, I don't know. We're not going to go to church tomorrow. Which I was supposed to be baptized tomorrow. But, I already let him know. I already was like, hey, my whole house is sick. Even before I got sick, I'm like, I just don't have a good feeling about this. So, I'm hoping that we can go to school and maybe resume our normal schedule. If everybody's better, which my youngest daughter is not giving me a lot of hope about that, and I don't know if it's still the stomach bug or if it's a cold, because she's been battling like some cold like something since before Christmas, or if it's teething or something like that, because she is getting more, like she's getting her teeth in more. But there's something. But we have our last Mommy and Me class in this session on Monday morning, so I'm like, I wonder if we could do that or not. It's 45 minutes. 45 minutes is 45 minutes. If we're contagious, if we're sick, we don't need to be going. But we're at the point where it's really hard for me to tell. Please go. Please go. Please just go. Please go. Please. Thank you. The sun was right in his eyeballs. So, yeah. We'll see how it goes. And then Tuesday is library day, and then my older daughter has tumbling and dance, and then Wednesday and Thursday we have school, and Friday is a free day, and otherwise the week is going to look a little different for us for a couple of reasons that I will talk about later. Ooh, look at that hair. I think I always have a few hairs standing up like that. It's just always like that. I don't know. That's how I live my life. So another mom struggle that I'm having is sending my older daughter off to kindergarten, because I've been back and forth, which we're we're January, we're in the middle of the school year at this point, but I'm nervous about school. I'm really nervous about school, and if I'm honest, I go back and forth of homeschooling, not homeschooling. Our school district, some people love, some people don't. Some people love primary, some people hate what comes next, elementary. I don't know. There's like a whole controversial thing over it. I would prefer another option. That's how I feel about it. But we'll just see how it goes. And the closer that it gets, the more upset about it I get. And then I keep going back and forth of homeschooling or whatever. My daughter says she wants to be homeschooled. She doesn't obviously know everything about that or the weight of it. I feel like we could do it. In some ways, I feel like we could do it and we could thrive and it would be really good. It would take a lot more structure. Not a lot more structure, but it would take more structure and discipline, which we can totally do. I just told her, I said, I'm not fighting you through your entire childhood, because you would have to know my daughter and I and our relationship and how that goes. You would have to know. It's not a bad relationship by any means. It's not. But it's a different kind of a bond, and she's definitely a daddy's girl. You know what I mean? It's like stuff like that. We're really close, and we're fine. But if she feels like she could just be like, no. And that's what I said. I said, you can't do that. And I'm not going to fight you through your childhood, trying to teach you and make you a better human. If you would thrive better in a classroom environment, then that's what we need to do. So my husband and I had a small conversation about it last night. It went nowhere. I'm a lot more distraught over it than he is, but it's a go nowhere conversation. It's very upsetting. So this morning I've been timing meals because we've gotten very lax with meal times. And so I'm trying to get on top of that regardless of what we do. And then we sat down, we did lessons, Because I'm trying to prove, I think I'm trying to prove to myself and my daughter and my husband that we can do it. And then be like, now what? Anyway, I'm going to roll up here in order. These are just a few car thoughts. It's been a while since I did Car Seat Chronicles. So, I may have been pregnant. I don't know. Last time I did, I'm not sure. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you next time. Bye.